Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ESJTV. Thanks for joining us for the English version of the third edition of Scientific Days on Information and Communication Sciences. Now the headlines. The third edition of the Scientific Days on Information and Communication Sciences took place from May 8th to 9th, 2025 at the School of Journalism and Communication Sciences. A total of 57 presentations were on the agenda. The two studios of the School of Journalism and Communication Sciences have undergone a full renovation and are now ready for the action. Welcome back to ESJTV as announced in the headlines. The third edition of the Scientific Days of Information and Communication Sciences took place from May 8 to 9, 2025 at the School of Journalism and Communication Sciences. These 2 days of academic exchanges, innovative presentation, and thought-provoking debates were under the theme Culture and Development, the Role of Information and Communication Actors. Report Ameta Bougou-Djebarati, Mariam Traoré.
The School of Journalism and Communication proudly launched the third edition of Information and Communication Sciences Days, JOSSIC, first day, May 8, 2025, in the presence of estimate authorities. The central theme for this year was Culture and Development, what role for communication and media actors, reflects a commitment to addressing critical contemporary challenges.
Les thèmes choisis par les organisateurs pour cette troisième édition des JOSSIC cadrent parfaitement avec la vision des hautes autorités de la transition. Nous avons à donner au monde les Dambé, les Mayas, les Sinankouya, j'en passe.
Ces JOSSIC se dérouleront autour de 6 axes qui sont médias, face aux mutations culturelles en Afrique, AES, enjeux et défis de la communication, désinformation, propagande et radicalisation en Afrique, éducation aux médias face aux défis numériques, représentation de l'Afrique dans les médias du monde et enfin médias et changement climatique.
This edition is marked by a record number of contributions, with 57 selected proposals emphasizing both diversity and relevance of discussions to come.
Déjà, les actes des premières JOSSIC ont été publiés et nous sommes convaincus que ceux de cette troisième édition aussi seront publiés, si tout va bien. Juste après les colloques, nous allons demander à tous les auteurs et à tous les collègues de nous retourner les articles et les contributions afin de les rassembler et de les produire en ouvrage collectif.
I'm happy because I spent a very great moment here. It was a moment of 2 days, from Thursday through Friday, and we saw a lot of people coming from different horizons, and also they came with I can say there were bags of knowledge, because they shared knowledge that we wanted to know and we wanted to discover, and also it contributed a lot to the sciences, not only in Mali but in the world, the whole world. And this is something which is to be encouraged by the government and also by all the field of education, not only in Mali but in all the world. So I love it, and my prayer is that it keeps happening year after year. Yeah.
The opening concluded with official inauguration of 2 newly studios, radio and television.
In order to link theory to practice, the School of Journalism and Communication Sciences has undergone a full renovation of its 2 studios under the presidency of the Minister of Higher Education and Scientific Research, Mr. Brahima Kansai. Report Abdurrahman Kouni, Aruso.
On Thursday, May 8, 2025, the Higher School of Journalism and Communication Sciences, ESJSC, brought together students, faculties, and professionals for the third edition of the Scientific Day of Information and Communication Sciences. The event aims at exploring the current challenges of information in the world. As part of this initiative, ESJSC's 2 studios has been redesigned and upgraded, marking a new step in training for future journalists.
et nous avons voulu mettre nos étudiants et nos enseignants dans les meilleures conditions de travail. C'est la raison pour laquelle ces studios-là ont été récemment rénovés. Et dans ce sens, on a voulu en fait nous inscrire aussi dans la vision moderniste internationale, comme ça s'est fait dans les autres écoles de journalisme à travers le monde.
The Minister of Higher Education and Scientific Research invited to integrate the two studios, congratulated the administration on these achievements.
Je remercie M. le directeur général et tous ses collaborateurs pour avoir fait cet effort nécessaire qui se mettront au service des étudiants qui sont ici et les communicateurs de notre pays. Je suis donc très enchanté et très réjoui de me retrouver ce matin ici dans ces studios.
Students, for their part, expressed their enthusiasm, viewing this as a major step toward mastering their field.
I'm really happy about the integration of these two studios within our institution. They will allow us to receive better training so that we don't face difficulties once we are working in major organizations.
It will allow us to connect theory with practice. I visited both studios and really appreciated the quality of the equipment, and I hope we will be able to have excellent training sessions.
With JOSSIC 2025 and the inauguration of the two studios, ESJSC is no longer just a training journalist, it's shaping the voices and visuals of tomorrow. Information is no longer just studied, it's now lived right in the studio.
During these 2 days of scientific session, 57 presentations were delivered, some of which specially focused on the challenges of communication in crisis times. Several participants shared their research on this topic. Report Balkissa Mamantraoui.
During this panel, the discussion focused on security, peace, politics, and many other topics within the IS region, while emphasizing the crucial role played by media actors in better managing the communication channels of these states.
I chose this topic because Mali has been dealing with a peace problem caused by a security crisis for more than 10 years. People in the media who play an important role in the country's development can help promoting peace and social unity by sharing good messages on different platforms.
The interactions among participants allowed for an in-depth discussion of the challenges and issues the young organization must address in terms of information and communication.
She clearly explained the role of these different actors of media, even though they are not always aware that they're agents of peace and cohesion in our society.
I think that these 2 days can be an opportunity for we Africans to be able to decolonize the Europeanized African mind, or to decolonize the comprehender's mind, and to show the mankind that we African societies were well organized, well structured before the arrivals of the colonizer in Africa. And this will be also an opportunity to promote African culture, to promote African identities, and to promote African languages, because those identities are very important in our life. And those also culture, even languages, play a paramount role in our life.
10 presentations are devoted to this topic. They will be delivered by seasoned professionals.
The role of opinion leaders in digital communication remains essential in Africa, so media literacy in higher education has become increasingly important in digital age, especially with the widespread use of social media among young people. This topic was presented by media professionals, reports Mariam Koulibaly.
Students always use social media all the time. That's why teaching them how to think critically about it's important. This is part of Axis 4 in the Information and Communication Sciences Days.
Media education consists of teaching people, especially students, to use media. It is very important when a student is in the position of a sender. They need to be trained and equipped to become a well-informed citizen who truly understand what they are talking about.
gathered and to have some idea about the topic that they have chosen about the event. So it's something, and it permits us to communicate. As you know, our school is about the journalism and the communication. So as we are in this domain, it permits us to know more about our domain. The communicants, I can say, they can work about their communication.
It will develop the students' critical thinking skills, help them identify fake news, and avoid an information war, especially in our country's current context. So for me, it is essential and I have learned a lot.
Networks are now fundamental tools that contribute to awareness, education, and sensitization. However, there needs to be a framework to prevent them from leading to perversion.
Social media brings people together, but it can also create cultural gaps. Like the saying goes, it all depends on who is using it.
And that brings us to the end of this news presented in English. Thanks for spending your time with us. For more updates, you can visit our website or follow us on social media. Until next time, stay tuned and take care.